I've said this before, is that there is zero love in the world today. And there's zero love. No love. And it's destroying human beings because human beings have no love. Have you paid attention to what's happening in you and around you? There's nothing but hate, nothing but anger, no love. It is hell on earth. And because there is no love, there is nothing but trouble. There's trouble in the land, nothing but trouble. Nothing but trouble. And unhappiness and fear and doubt and worry and loneliness, suicidal thoughts, depression, vengeance. Everybody want revenge, gossiping, no love, nothing but hate. And the one thing, and then we mentioned this before, but the two things that God demanded that we do if we want to be free is that we must love one another, even our enemies, and that we must forgive. And the last thing human beings do and want to do is forgive. Not understanding that forgiveness is the key that unlocks the door for you to enter into the kingdom of heaven within. Because there is no other way. Unless you forgive, you cannot enter into the kingdom of heaven. Before you forgive, before you enter in, you must go and forgive. You're not going to enter into the kingdom in your darkness. And unforgiveness is darkness. And the last thing human beings want to do is forgive. I'm not going to forgive you. What are you talking about? They judge with their mind, thoughts, their eyes, their words, their gestures, their emotions. And I challenge you to look up and down the earth. Finding a person who has truly forgiven is like looking for a saved person. They will not, ain't not going to forgive. Even though in Matthew 6:14, it's in the word, if we forgive the failures of others, your heavenly Father will also forgive you. You're not going to be forgiven until you forgive. If we forgive the failures of others, your heavenly Father will also forgive you. But if you don't forgive others, your Father will not forgive you. Forgive your failures. It ain't going to happen. You're locked into hell. You're locked into a miserable life. And there are people who are starting to hear the message of forgiveness, and they're starting to do it, and their lives are starting to change. You hear it all the time here. They are starting to forgive mama and daddy. I was talking to a young lady yesterday in counseling, and she was talking about how in the South you are trained to honor your parents, meaning that you have to take care of them, you have to bring them to live with you if they're sick and out of it, and blah, blah, blah. Even though they don't want to do it, it's like honor your parents. That's not honoring your parents, folks. Honor your parents meaning don't resent them. Forgive them. They could not help themselves. They know not what to do. What they do, they did not have love to raise you with. they were blind and could not see. And that's what it means. It doesn't mean you're obligated to them at all. Because feeling obligated to anyone or anything is not love. You're doing it out of guilt, and guilt is not love. But if you have forgiveness, if you have love, you will help if you want to help. If you don't help, you're fine. If you do, you're fine. And that's what love is. So there's no love on earth. In families, in relationships, husband and wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, friends, relationship, co-workers, family, father, son, mother, daughter, mother, son. There's no love. Nothing but control. You can always tell when a person don't have love. They're trying to control you. They go out of their way to try to make you be and do what they want you to be and do. And they get angry and they want to fight if you don't do it. But you got to forgive if you want to be forgiven. If not, stay in your hell. Stay in your misery. You can read the Bible till the cows come home. You can lift up holy hands and shout until the moon drops or until hell freezes over, and you're still going to be right in your hell because you refuse to forgive. You refuse to stop judging. You refuse to drop your anger. And I've said over and over and over again, I've said over and over and over and over again, and again and again. There's never, ever, I want you to really think about it. It's Bible Thought for Thursday. I want you to really think about this. There's never, ever, but never, 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 never a reason to be angry. And people say, well, what about if something happened to your child? That's not a reason to be angry. Well, what about this and what about that? They're in hell talking about what abouts. If there's never, ever, ever a reason to be angry, why are you doing what abouts? Why not just say, oh, I didn't know that. Okay, I like that. There's never, I don't care what situation happens out there, inside of you, outside. There's never, ever, ever a reason to be angry. An angry person is a lost person. An angry person is an evil person. An angry person loves misery. The up and down feeling of misery. They call the up feeling is a miserable feeling too, by the way. That's why it doesn't last.